and welcome back to Come Geek Some. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for all future content. Last night, Vic went on Unlocked and he did another live stream, and to be honest with you, it's absolutely brilliant. Everything he was saying is just fantastic. We do have two videos I am going to play for you. They are roughly around 2 minutes in length each, so we're going to play them back to back and then we're going to discuss them. So the first one, he's actually talking about conventions, and that conventions are put on for the fans. These are the ones who want them because the fans, they're the ones who want to go together, cosplay. They just want to meet their heroes or meet their characters, and they just love the entire con experience. We've seen in the last year that Marchi and Rial, they both sent out tweets and they both replied to people where someone has taken a photo of them at their table and there's no one waiting for him. There's no fans waiting to get anything signed. And Marchi even replied with saying, "At least I still get paid." So to me, that goes to show that someone who doesn't like conventions, she's like, "Oh well, whatever, I'm still getting paid. If they don't want to see me, they haven't got to see me, I don't care." It's that type of thing, and it's kind of sad because conventions are put on, well, the majority of cons are put on by people who love this kind of entertainment, you know. Here in the UK, we haven't really got a lot of anime conventions, but we do a lot of film and comic conventions, and these are absolutely brilliant. I go to quite a few of them. I haven't been to any in the last year or so, because the ones in Cardiff, they've kind of gone downhill because obviously London is the biggest one. That's where all the big stars go to, the big anime, comic, film, you name it, they're all there. But you don't see them going around saying, "I don't care if anyone doesn't come to my table. I'm still getting paid. I'm still here. I had a free flight. I had a free hotel." That's what these kind of people are like with Marchi and Rial. So we're going to look at the first one, which is regarding the convention.
Conventions are not put on for the staff. I don't know when everything turned upside down and voice actors actually thought that the conventions were about them, because they're not. And the conventions aren't about the staff. Conventions aren't for the vendors. The conventions are for the attendees who buy tickets and come to the event. And, you know, if I were a convention organizer, I would want people working for me who shared my vision. You know what I mean? Who wanted what was best for the convention. Exactly. If I knew that there were 400 or 500 people that wanted to come and see someone in particular, I mean, that would be the smart decision. That would be the smart decision. You know what I mean? That would be the smart decision for the convention. Pardon me? Well, I can't imagine that convention organizers would turn their back on 400 or 500 or 600 paying attendees, you know, in order to humor the political statement of a couple of volunteers. Because anybody that would do that doesn't really have the convention's best interests in mind, you know? Exactly. Right. Right. Right.
As you can see, it's absolutely, he hits the nail right on the head. And with that there, you will see in the next video that BT Underdog, he's being his normal self, and he's like, what's he got to say? He hasn't got to say that. Who does he think he is? And it's kind of sad because, again, BT, he's the kind of person now who, he keeps watching every single live stream that VM does. He's going through Twitter looking for anything regarding it. And that's kind of a sad existence. Because, fair enough, 1, 2, maybe 3 tweets, you know, yeah, talk about whatever, and then, you know, carry on with your day. But these people, they just constantly go on about him. And it's funny because they keep saying about people on I Stand With V who they're constantly talking about him. Well, no, they're not constantly talking about VM. They're retweeting all the tweets that KV is sending. And then they're talking about them like, what's going on? Why are they like this? But these, again, people on KV don't seem to realise that. If KV just be quiet and didn't say anything on Twitter, these people wouldn't say anything against him. Because that's the thing. These people, they just don't understand. You know that Will Smith song, Parents Don't Understand? Well, with this, it's people don't understand. But that's gone. We're going to take a look at the next video that VM done. And it's actually, out of the ones that came out of the live Unlocked session, this is probably my favourite part. I will leave a link below to Victor's Twitter account where all the videos are. So I believe there's like 4 or 5 videos, and they're all a couple of minutes long each. But with the one I'm about to show you, everything he says in it is just brilliant, and it's true. It's just fantastic because he does talk about people who there's people on both sides, which he has said, who have all of a sudden, you know, they haven't been in or haven't been talking about anything for a year. All of a sudden they jump in thinking if they say something they may get a little bit of clout and a little bit of traction, which is very true because we've seen it. Again, BT Underdog, he didn't really come into it until about, well, he didn't become vocal until around July, August, September, on that area. So it was going a good 6 months before he jumped into it. Almost when, you know, because he was supporting VM first, but then he just kind of went, oh no, I'm with Monica. She's my queen. That's where he went. You know, you had tons of people just come in. You had the lawyers, which we saw. Greg Douchet didn't come into it until like June, sorry. And all these other ones. You had that Cohen guy and quite a few others who KV are like, oh, they're on our side. Yes, these lawyers. Probably because they were bored and, you know, they never had any cases to go for. And they saw all the crap you were doing. So they probably thought to themselves, we can do this, we can get money. If any of these people get sued, we can represent them. Because that's a lawyer for you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your health or generosity or whatever you think you're doing. They just want your money. And it's kind of interesting because when you hear what V has to say, it just clicks in your head and goes, I see, I understand that, and I know people like that. So we're going to play the video now.
Whether they want to be noticed for supporting me or whether they want to be noticed for hating me and trying to jump on the destruction bandwagon. There are people on both sides who are injecting themselves into the situation for the wrong reasons. That desire to feel important or relevant or powerful or noticed is not a good reason to do things, guys. Not for anybody. So I want you to know I'm incredibly grateful for your kindness and your support. But don't let yourself give in to that temptation that so many people on the other side of this have. And that is, you know, nobody really knows who I am, but if I say something controversial, or if I make some big statement, a lot of people will notice me, and I might even cause Vic trouble, and wouldn't that make me feel important and powerful? Well, that's not the way you want to live, I promise. And you should certainly hope and pray that nobody ever turns that on you. You know, people out there that are critical should ask themselves, how would I feel if people were critical like this towards me? But thank you guys. You guys, ni bello. I will take a big hug from you next time I see you. You guys, God bless you. God bless you this week. I'm so glad to see you. Am I going to see you here next week? Promise that we're gonna reconvene here next week, right? I'm looking for the yeses, looking for the confirmations. Yes, yes, yes. We had such a great group tonight, and I'm so grateful for you guys. You have no idea how much you mean to me. So thank you. And have a wonderful week. It's been raining here today, really bad. And I was building this wall in the garage because it was raining. But I hope you guys are safe and protected where you are. And God bless all of you. And I will see you next week for sure. Okay? Let's have everybody back next week. Take care, guys.
See, it's absolutely brilliant, and he's 100% correct. There's people on both sides doing it. We've seen it. We've seen fallouts from both sides where people are like, you know what, I give up. I don't want to talk about this anymore. And they've gone on with their lives, which again is very, very interesting. But then when you see people who have literally all of a sudden just jumped into this and started bad-mouthing VM or bad-mouthing people on the other side, it's like, well, okay, you know, why are you here? Are you a fan of his, or, you know, do you just like arguing? No one really knows. But as I said, I will leave the link below to Victor's Twitter where he has all the videos. Tomorrow we will have a brand new edition of KV meme review, so that will probably be the only video tomorrow because I am going to Megadeth, so I'll be there most of the day, and that will probably be out around 7, maybe 8 o'clock UK time. And we are going to finish this video now because we have rambled on a little bit. And if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see all you wonderful people soon.